Almost every woman over 40 will find at some stage you're struggling to lose body fat, and that is absolutely normal. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the common reasons why you can't lose body fat even though you're trying. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50 get in fantastic shape. It may seem like it is absolutely impossible to get in shape or even just shift a little bit of body fat at this stage in life. I'm going to talk about the common reasons why you can't lose fat and what you can do about it. But the first thing to say, you cannot do the same things that you did in your younger days and lose body fat. And I found this, and I know tons of women that get in touch with me, they found this, they're doing the exact same things that they did in their younger days, and it's just not working anymore. You have to completely start again with all the strategies, and I'm going to talk about some of the common problems and the common reasons why you can't lose weight. The number one reason is you haven't got your nutrition right. A lot of people will say to me, I'm dieting and I'm really watching my calories and I can't lose weight. Well, yes, you absolutely need to be in a calorie deficit. That's burning more energy than you're putting in. That's the first thing. But many times a calorie deficit in itself won't work just on its own like it did when you were in your younger days. So what you need to be paying attention to nowadays is your balance of your protein, carbohydrates and fats. In other words, that's your macronutrients. And I like women to take in 1 gram of protein for every pound in your body weight. That's a good amount. Or if you weigh over 170 pounds, shoot for your goal body weight. That is going to make an amazing difference. I cannot stress this enough. When I started paying attention to my macronutrient content, that's when I could see my body transform before my eyes. So I promise you, if you haven't implemented this and you implement it, you're gonna notice an incredible difference. I have got a free nutrition guide that actually breaks everything down for you. I'm going to link it in the description. I'm going to link it up here too, so you can download that and understand exactly how you should be eating. And there is also a sample meal plan for you to use there. My number 2 reason why you can't lose weight is you are not implementing strength training. So strength training for women over 40, it is absolutely essential if you're going to lose body fat, because more muscle is going to help you burn more fat, and it's actually going to help with your metabolism. In many ways, there's not too much you can do about metabolism, but you can increase your muscle mass, and you're losing muscle at a rate of 1% per year when you're over 40. So you can increase your muscle mass, and therefore your body will actually turn into a fat burning machine. And this is what I'm talking about when I say, well, you don't do what you did in your younger days, because you might implement a load of cardio in your younger days, but that has to change. And it doesn't matter whether you've got 100 pounds to lose or 10 pounds to lose, you absolutely need to be incorporating strength training 3 or 4 times a week, and that is going to be a massive game changer. My number 3 reason why you can't lose weight is you're not sleeping. If you are not sleeping, and it's quite likely that you're struggling with sleep if you're over 40, it's actually one of the earliest signs that you're going through menopause, if you're like waking up a lot in the night. But that actually causes you to retain more body fat, and you will struggle to lose it. So you do need to implement really good sleep hygiene, in other words sleep strategies. So that's things like using relaxation techniques, it's supplements, so it could be things like ashwagandha, L-theanine, maybe melatonin, and it's actually being intentional about your sleep. You can improve your sleep. And I've made a whole video about sleep, so I'm going to link that here and I'm going to link it in the description, so it's going to help you get on top of your sleep. But if you're implementing everything I've said in terms of strength training, in terms of your nutrition, but you're not sleeping, it's really important that you get on top of that, because lack of sleep can cause insulin resistance, thyroid hormone to go off. It can cause the hormones that control appetite to actually go off, so you eat more. So it's so important that you get on top of your sleep. The number 4 reason why you can't lose weight can be stress. Are you stressed? At this time of life, stress can actually cause you to hang on to fat. I don't know whether you've heard the term stress fat, but this can be a really big reason why. Just like sleep, it's one of those things that you need to try and get on top of and actually put in some stress relieving techniques, practice self-care, and let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. I've really oversimplified it. It's worth you looking at whether your stress levels are high, because that can cause raised cortisol levels. It can really impact on your female hormones and make it a real struggle to lose body fat. My number 6 reason why you can't lose weight, this is a really common one and actually pretty inevitable, and that's lower levels of hormones. Your hormones like estrogen and progesterone and testosterone, because we do have the male hormone testosterone, they're all decreasing. And I actually found with my own body recently that I was lacking in estrogen, progesterone and testosterone. All 3 of them have really depleted over the last couple of years. There's not necessarily anything you can do about that unless you go down the route of hormone replacement therapy. It's really important to recognise the role that hormones play in managing your body fat. In other words, your body's ability to lose body fat. And that kind of really slows down. It gets really difficult when you're older. So it is a question of you need to manage your hormones. As I've mentioned, that's getting on top of your sleep, getting on top of your stress levels, nutrition, eating a healthy whole foods diet that's free of processed foods. Processed foods are going to wreak havoc with your hormones, as is sugar. So it's keeping sugar and refined carbohydrates to a minimum. That's not to say that you don't eat carbohydrates. You absolutely do eat carbohydrates, but you stick to the whole grains and the whole foods. It's going to be much better for balancing and managing your hormones. The number 7 reason why you can't lose body fat is you may have a thyroid issue. So other symptoms of having a thyroid issue are extreme fatigue, hair loss, muscle soreness as well can be another one, but there are a number of symptoms. And the other big one is you find it much more of a struggle than a standard menopausal woman to actually lose body fat. In that case, if you suspect you have hypothyroidism, in other words an underactive thyroid, it's really important to get yourself tested. If you get a test, you can understand exactly what's going on. Most of what I've talked about in this video will help you have better thyroid health, but there are some further steps you can take in terms of your nutrition. Classic ones that people with a thyroid issue find are really unhelpful in terms of what they eat are things like gluten and dairy, so you want to be going down the route of a non-inflammatory diet. Those were my key reasons why you can't lose weight. Let me know in the comments section if you're going to try any of those suggestions, and do let me know how you get on.